Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. I'm starting to run out of to say. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go! Suck.
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. The Yankees lose 6-4 to the Tampa Bay Rays, and I knew this was going to happen even before it started. That's why I listened to tonight's game on the radio, because we had Will Warren starting. And I knew exactly what was going to happen. Look at this text message I sent my friend earlier today. I know what Will Warren is going to do before Will Warren does it. Will Warren will have 3 good innings where he looks like a semi-decent pitcher, and then the 4th inning comes around, he gets on his knees, and he starts blowing the game. Another dismal starting performance by Will Warren. The only ability this guy has is availability. He's another warm body on the New York Yankees starting pitching staff. This is who I consider a warm body nowadays. Carlos Rodon before he got hurt, Will Warren, and Weathers. Now, all those guys are completely inefficient. Now, everyone keeps talking about the offensive side of the ball, I have been beating the drum for the last 40 games on this channel on New York Minute Sports that this starting staff is not good, and it's fool's gold, and it's empty calories. And what has happened? The only starting pitcher that's effective that the New York Yankees have right now is Cam Schlittler, and that's it. Will Warren has not gotten any better since his rookie year, and in fact, he's regressed. In every single start for the last 11 starts, the last time he went 6 innings was 11 starts ago. The guy doesn't have overpowering stuff. He doesn't have a swing and miss pitch. He doesn't do anything well other than show up for his job every 5 days. Guess what? Everybody at home, if you only had to show up to your job once every 5 days and make millions of dollars, I think you'd be pretty cool with that. Will Warren can't handle that. Will Warren's a liability. Will Warren is a glorified starter, opener, whatever you want to call it. It turns into a bullpen session with Will Warren, and I've had enough. 75 pitches tonight? Dude, if he's given up 6 runs and it's already like that, let him pitch until his arm falls off. Let these guys fall down. That's another thing. With the analytics and Aaron Boone, he doesn't let anyone tough it out. The only guy that he lets tough it out on this team is Max Fried and Garrett Cole, because he gives him the death stare and tells him to get back into the dugout before he puts him in a headlock. All the other guys, quick trigger. They never understand how to get out of adversity. They're never allowed to get out of a jam. Next guy up. Bullpen guy gets into a jam, 8 pitches, pull him. And you know what? Everybody wants to blame Aaron Buffoon. Wow! Rightfully so. He's a primate, and he's allowed to run one of the most historic franchises in all of sports. But you know who doesn't get any grief from all of this going down? Is the pitching coach, Matt Blake. I don't hear word one about Matt Blake. Now think about this. Will Warren has not progressed. Weathers, worse for us than he was on Miami. Carlos Rodon, just another warm body. Has not done anything with those guys. And you got to remember, a lot of guys walk from this team because Blake has never played the game, doesn't relate well to players, and puts them in this rigid arm slot and pitch selection that a lot of guys don't want to do. Like, think about this. Luke Weaver, Lolev Dev, Clay Holmes, Jordan Montgomery, Even Severino in his last year of the Yankees, really not Matt Blake's responsibility, but all those guys had career years as soon as they left the New York Yankees. You're not going to see it until Brian Cashman leaves. What the New York Yankees need an injection of baseball players throughout that whole dugout. Where did the 1990s Yankees do well? They had Joe Torre, Zimmerman, Mel Stoudemire. Those guys were all stud players at one point and wound up being managers. Matt Blake was never a pitcher. This guy is an analytical lab guy who was a coach. And that's very hard to get over to guys, and especially with pitchers. They're a unique bunch. And once you start messing with their arm slot, you're talking about millions of dollars because guys go down and get hurt. Now, Matt Blake is forcing these guys to have different types of pitches. Look at all the injuries we've had. Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, name it. If it's anybody on this rotation, they've been hurt at some point. Clark Schmidt. So is nobody talking about how Matt Blake might be mishandling the starting pitching on this team? Brian Cashman's doing a good job of actually looking at talent on the starting pitching side of the ball, not the offensive side. But then when Matt Blake gets him, he puts him in his own cocoon and makes them do whatever they want, and they're not happy. And he can't relate to these guys. So let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Do you think Matt Blake is getting off easy? Because I never hear his name. And now the Yankees have a starting pitching problem. It amazed me to hear on the broadcast 2 days ago that we got the best bullpen in the American League. But being the best of anything in this terrible American League is like being the best at shoveling elephant shit. Yeah, you might be the best, but you're still shoveling elephant shit. So that's the way the Yankees have been. I'm starting to run out of things to say. I am not looking forward to turning this microphone on and talking about the New York Yankees. They're not fun to watch. They don't come back from games. They get starting pitchers that give up 5 runs in the first 3 innings. How are you supposed to change your approach after that? That's another thing. This starting rotation puts the offense so behind the 8 ball that they got to change their whole approach at the plate. They start swinging for the fences. It's natural ability and it's human nature to swing for the fences when you're down 3 runs. I'll give you an example. It's like football. If you got a run-oriented team and the other team goes up on you 21-0, you got to take your game plan and throw it out the window because you can't establish the run and then you can't nip away at them. If you're a New York Yankee offensive player and you look around and everybody's hurt and everybody's hitting 220 and your starting pitcher gives up 4 runs before you even break a sweat, that can't be good for morale on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of some good morale, Ben Rice made an announcement today that he's going to be in the home run derby. He's picking his father to be the pitcher. I even put a post out on socials today. He recorded this video in New Hampshire or Rhode Island, wherever he grew up, of him hitting balls out of a Little League field. And it was a full circle moment. It's really cool. But I hate to be the Grinch. I don't want to see Ben Rice in the home run derby because look at what he's doing right now. After Aaron Judge left, he had no protection in the lineup. He had to make an adjustment. The rest of the league made an adjustment to Ben Rice. The book got out on him. You've heard me say that on this show before. The book got out on Ben Rice. Guys knew how to attack him. Then he made an adjustment. Now you can see that adjustment starting to work. Right before the All-Star break, we're getting close to the All-Star break, he's getting hot. The last thing you need is this guy going in to the home run derby and swinging out of his heels. We don't need this. The Yankees have been hurt and decimated enough. We can't run the risk of Ben Rice getting an intercostal swing. He's out for 60 games minimum if that happens. Also, the payoff ain't enough, dude. The All-Star game is just, it's gotten so bad. And everybody's an All-Star. And not to mention, this messed up Jazz Chisholm's swing last year. Do you remember? Everyone was going around, how did Jazz Chisholm sneak into the home run derby? I think he just showed up there and they let him in. But it ruined his swing for 2 months after the home run derby. Remember that whole swing 70% of the effort, Jazz? Talk 70% less, swing at 70%? because he was swinging for the fences after that. It even happened to Aaron Judge when he did the home run derby, and it's been known to mess with guys' swings. And this is when it gets down to winning championships or trying to promote the brand. The New York Yankees in this front office, bro, they know that if they get another Ben Rice, they turn him into the next Aaron Judge, that when Aaron Judge retires because he's 35 now, they can keep that money train behemoth going where he's on Ben Rice packets. And you know what I'm saying? So the money train can keep going. Instead of worrying about chips and worrying about getting your team ready, if I was the New York Yankees, if I was the front office, I go, hey, guys, listen, I'd love to be with you this year, but we got to worry about the New York Yankees and winning a World Series before this strike season. So, hey, let other guys play. Let other rookies play. There's more guys on the All-Star team. Cody Bellinger needs a day off. Ben Rice needs time off, okay? Cam Schlittler, I do not want to see him starting the All-Star game. Max Fried did that last year. He ran out of gas. Cam Schlittler's never had a full year under his belt. So I say no. Uncle Eric votes no on the All-Star game. Hell, I even covered the World Baseball Classic. I went down to Miami. I love the World Baseball Classic, but I don't like seeing Yankees in there. I think the risk is too much, and this is where their first priority is to the fans and the Yankees. So the New York Yankees, what did they do? Exactly what we thought they were going to do. And you know what? The offense, it's not on them tonight. The last thing I am going to mention, though, that really pissed me off about this game is, hey, Bubbles, hey, Baboon, hey, Buffoon, why are you pitch hitting and doing scenarios? You know, I said it in the beginning of the year. Aaron Boone was coaching this team like it was an all-star team, bringing guys, defensive replacements. It's April, bringing defensive replacements, different matchups. Hey, Aaron, don't you get it, dude? You got to play the same guys every single day. You can't play a guy for 5 innings and expect them to get into a rhythm. I don't care about your book. Your book sucks. Look where it's gotten you. Look at where the analytics, look at where playing baseball on a computer has gotten you. It's gotten you out of first place. It's got you behind the Rays, where one of our players makes the whole payroll of the Tampa Bay Rays. It just shows when you still play baseball, put the ball in play, and make the other team defend it, who are the New York Yankees, who have 18 errors in the last 23 games, you can beat them. The Tampa Bay Rays are playing baseball, folks. The New York Yankees are playing a glorified analytics ball game that we don't even know about. Go over to New York Minute Sports on Instagram. That's NEWYRKMIN. Also, have you become a New York nut yet? For $1.99 a month, you get twice the show for half the dough. The Monday Baseball Show with Mike from Pudgy Boy Sports. Go over there and check it out. Also, the New York Nuts merch. All the T-shirts shown during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. And remember, if you can't be good, be the New York Yankees and be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Good night, Canada. Good night, Canada. Bye. That's your boy.
So
You said he was.
Goodbye. That's my boy.